Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Nunu, back with another reading. This is gonna be a reading for the sign of Sag. All right, so Sag. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, I see what it means. Now we know. All right, so anyway, Sag, before I got here, so I was in my room because I was working on Instagram content and I was charging my phone. I forgot to charge it last night when I went to sleep. But anyway, um, that's besides the point. The point was when I went from my room to the living room, I noticed that the air smells different. Not like a stinky smell. Hey, good morning. Not like a stinky smell, but like just maybe, I don't know, maybe even cleaner or just more distinct. Just the air itself. So the reason I'm saying this was probably because that's like a subtlety that you may be noticing. You know what I mean? Like this could be like your surroundings. Like maybe you notice sometimes it could be like when it comes to investments or maybe when it comes to connections, relationships, feelings, vibes, you'll be able to trust it. You know what I mean? Or you'll just be picking up on just little small, minute things. Cause that's kind of what I was noticing before I got here. Like right before I even pushed start, I was like, the air smells different. So I ran back in my room and I was like, hell yeah. I mean, I got different air filters, different fans. I have more plants out here. So I was thinking maybe that's it. You know what I mean? So you may start like kind of looking at just different things, starting to see different angles or different, like, I don't know, maybe motives, all that. So some secrets are too heavy to carry. All right. Intuitive knowings, intuitive nudging. What's up, C Mac? Marie E? All right. So anyway, let's see what we got going on. It says never confuse what you are offered or what you are with what you are worth. It says stay focused to what? Stay focused. You are close to achieving your dreams. Okay, so that means that people are about to start giving to you. And it says pay attention to the signs, no matter how small. I just was saying that prior to any pulling fucking cards, because I probably could have just went off and just told you all that you needed to know in that case from that moment, from that moment, because that's what it is. Like you may start seeing like an invisible string or start seeing things that are kind of like aligning to maybe a bigger picture or to what you thought was already the truth or what was already kind of going on. So you may be able to like, I don't know, just kind of like put two and two together a lot better. All right, great intuition. Good morning, y'all. All right, so you're close to achieving a goal, so stay focused. So you may be revising your plan or just giving like going back over some things shortly, or just kind of like thinking about things in hindsight, like you know what I mean, because it's like I've become a lot more aware to like what's happening. I'm seeing smaller details, so it's like maybe they're starting to add up now, like you know what I mean, little pieces, little, let's say that there are little changes that you're making, it just seems to be adding up now. It says guru, so you're about to be elevated shortly or viewed in a higher light by others. All right, or you guys could be dealing with somebody like that. You could be coming into a contact or in connection with somebody who may be like upper echelon or who's held in high regard by others. You know what I mean? They could become a friend. Some of y'all, this may be like a spiritual leader, but if they're not spiritual, they may be like a spiritual connection towards y'all together. You know what I mean? You feel that way. You know what I mean? It's maybe somebody who you feel like just, I don't, because you don't really know them. You just want to, oh yeah, it could be more sexual. It could be a Capricorn, could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So it could possibly be somebody who you guys are viewing in a higher light as commitment. So this could just, and again, it's Juno. So it may be, like I said, it's a more reciprocal relationship, one that has compatibility. Some of y'all, like I said, somebody you guys may have viewed in a higher light or somebody who may have viewed you guys in a higher light. Now we got the second house. You guys share the same value systems or the same beliefs. So some type of stability is going to be born or be built. All right, you guys could be creating or laying down the foundation soon. It's going to be a fulfilling partnership or fulfilling connection. Should bring in some financial stability or security, or even if it's just a friend, it could be at work too. So like this may be like more commitment because we got the Empress now on the bottom of the deck with the Ten of Wands. So this may be somebody who's viewing you guys as a trophy, not a trophy, but as like a great catch. All right, Eight of Cups. So it could be possibly somebody you left, or this is just somebody who kind of comes off emotionally withdrawn, like they're not really connecting to emotionally to connections. Like they may have like a higher version of vision about like what stability is. So this may be somebody who you guys build connection for just for more practical means or for like, you know, maybe career or something like that. You guys, or just because you guys have maybe like a similar interest. Seven of Cups, they do kind of view you guys as temptation, or you may view this person as a temptation. But it's somebody who's going to be, what's that? Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Six of Cups. Okay, so it could be reconciliation. So it feels like it's going to be a reconciliation because we got 7 cups and it's 8 of cups, which will leave it to a 15, which would give it a 6. So a 6 of cups. So it could be a reconciliation, or this could be like reliving fond times. Maybe you guys are getting together, doing joint activities or joint ventures, or kind of having the same interest in mind. Whatever it is, like, all right, this is what we want to do. I want to do this. You want to do this. Me too. Let's do it. Your value, your self worth is going to increase because of the connection that's coming in, because they're reciprocating the same way that you feel about them. And this could just be friends. This could be coworkers, because we do got 10 of Pentacles now on the bottom of the deck. So an illusion falls, some type of illusion that maybe you had around how you viewed yourself, how you were viewing maybe other people, maybe how they were viewing you. All right, so I don't know. Well, we got 8 of Swords. So I guess you were overlooking the obvious at one point. Like maybe people are fonder of you than what you maybe imagined at one time, or somebody had deeper feelings for you than what they were letting on. Because 7 of Cups and the 8 of Cups sometimes could be like somebody who doesn't really want to let the emotions get the best of them. You know what I mean? So maybe you weren't aware of that. You may be aware of like how people are viewing you. They may have viewed you in a higher light. So if it's not you viewing somebody in this light, then it's somebody viewing you in that light. And you may have downplayed yourself at some point, or kind of like closed yourself off from the opportunities that were being presented. You know what I mean? So some of y'all may start becoming aware of like other options. Let's say that you wanted to do something different, let's say creatively. You wanted to do something at work different in your career path, relationship wise, maybe even potential relationships. Maybe you weren't really like seeing them as potential relationships at one time. I get them expressing more emotion. Some of y'all are going to be opening up the lines of communication soon. Could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Gemini. Yeah. So I guess it's people at one time that maybe ignored you, or you guys were ignoring, or you guys maybe didn't feel seen by, or it's just, or even people who felt like they weren't seen by you. That some type of illusion is coming down, or some type of like facade is coming down. So maybe they were like nonchalant around you at one point, or maybe they weren't really, let's say, open or hearing you at some point. You know what I'm saying? So I get them starting to want to express how they feel about you more. People share that same sentiment towards you. So maybe you guys were like not feeling the most loved, the most cared for, the most appreciated. Um, I don't know. You, I don't know. I feel like you're about to get some material success where like people can see it, or some type of like results that other people can see. You know what I mean? And it's going to increase the value of partnerships, or the quality of partnerships that come into your life, whether it be coworkers, like maybe you're working with more high achieving coworkers, maybe people are more supportive at the job, maybe more people are more supportive in your community, in your neighborhood, in your building. You know what I mean? Because you can be idolized in that light where maybe you're being noticed that way, but you've never really seen it. You know what I mean? Because 8 of Swords is like overlooking the obvious, and overlooking the obvious is the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. People trying to offer you relationships, people trying to possibly offer you commitment, and the type that you probably would want. But you guys, some of y'all maybe are replaying past memories, past experiences, because the 7 of Cups sometimes could be those delusional grandeur, where it's like you replay maybe past, let's say when you were dating me when you were 16, and maybe you had a friend who just kind of like adored you and they just overly treated you a certain way, or you know what I mean, or you had one boyfriend, girlfriend who just like really just, I don't know, or friends who really kind of like went out of their way. And maybe these people aren't doing it that way, but they do have a lot of love and care and concern for you. You know what I mean? So maybe you're lowering like certain expectations or limiting beliefs around like what love is, you know what I mean? Or what genuine care and concern is, or when people are really trying to be helpful or useful. Yeah, I feel like that. Helpful or useful. So I think you guys are about to allow love to get in. You know what I mean? Or at least allow people to show you their appreciation. Allow people to show you that they care. You guys won't be as closed off. That could be a good thing here. Huh. All right, so what we got? It says, birds of a feather flock together. Your spirit guides are saying you can lead by collaborating. Others will add value to your life. All right. Bottom of the deck, what we got? It says, don't let anyone break from you. They want what's say? They want their cake and eat it too. Fuck that. So there's maybe people who, okay. All right, so maybe it can go that way too. But I also get the 10 of Pentacles here, so I guess maybe you guys are having to trust your intuition on what works best for you, because that might be also what was hindering. Because sometimes 7 of Cups could be like, I don't really know what I want, so I'm kind of non-committal. So you may be having options and opportunities, but you don't really know what you want, so like it can't suffice. Because it's like, well, if I don't really know what I would like in a partner, then everything that's around me doesn't really seem like it's enough, because they're not hitting on the points that you need. But what do you need? You know what I mean? It could be the same thing at work. It could be the same thing towards creativity. Like for instance, a lot of people always say that they need a large following to make a lot of money. I know people with a large following that work another job. You don't. You need connections and network, and you need to be able to connect to people. You need a community that cares about you. And this could be the same thing about friendships or relationships. You need people who genuinely care about you. You know, you may have thought maybe you needed the richest, the thickest, the slimmest, the handsomest, the prettiest. And all you really need is somebody who's willing to support you and be on the same page. So these may be some of the illusions or some of the like unrealistic expectations you may be dropping, because the second house has to do with your values, your morals, has to do with your self-worth, the things that you guys see seriously, you know what I mean? And it'd be what you guys invest in very seriously. So anyway, it could be done with a Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, let's say Capricorn, Pisces. Did I say Aquarius earlier? I think I did. I don't know. Libra, Taurus. Oh yeah, Aquarius, Taurus. All right. So, um, Sagittarius. If you guys got who was it? Oh, Scorpio. If you guys got Scorpio in your chart, I'm about to do that next. All right. So thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Marie, thank you for handling your business. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm finna get loose